primary school. Even though I didn't grow up to see Sardauna as Premier of Northern Region, but in the Northern Region during Sardauna, our pupils and children were given even pig milk in cartons. You know, they were well taken care of. The Northern Region was a very peaceful place, and education started flourishing under him. Today, Mr. President, we do not even talk about giving milk to our children in school. We are talking about the safety of our children. If we were not taken care of then, with those programs initiated by Sardauna, maybe many of us will not be here. It is unfortunate today, Mr. President, with all the problems confronting our nation. I want to commend my colleague for this bill. If there's one thing we must focus on, is the welfare of our children. The well-being of the leaders of tomorrow must be of concern to all of us. If we cannot give them those things that we were given when we were growing up, I think the little we can do for them is to keep them safe. So I want to call on governors to do all that they can. Nigeria is such a large nation that you do not talk about federal government being able to police all these institutions of learning. It's on this note I want to say, Mr. President, despite that there are some governors who are doing their best. In our state, Mr. President, we are lucky to have a governor who has taken security as a serious priority. We are bordered by 9 states in Kogi State, but we've never had an incident where the unfortunate thing that's happening to some of our neighboring states has happened. Some governors are committed to the well-being of their people. In my state just last week, Mr. President, my governor awarded contract for renovation of schools and providing security services, along with road construction in some states and overhead bridges. Mr. President, in some states of Nigeria today, where you have highly intelligent people, highly educated people, highly enterprising people like Abia, they are governed by drunkards. The governor of Abia is a champion drinking man. He has done nothing for his people. Roads are not constructed in Abia, Mr. President. Abia people are impoverished more than ever before. Abia people are unfortunate to have their governor. And the person who is representing them here, I'm not sure any serious concern about it. I'm talking about Abaribe, who is here castigating the state that you do very well. Abia is governed by a man who is a drunkard, who is a champion drinking man. My own governor is enterprising, it's not right. Yaya Bonga Pedro is a man of honor, a man of integrity. We are proud of our governor is doing well, and we are saying that our governor is competent enough according to the provision of the constitution to be president of this country. If anybody has anything about his ambition, it is left for him. We are proud of our governor and he's doing well. Our state is safe, and we are proud to say that we are from Kogi State. Mr. President, I want to say that security must be of serious priority. If anybody want to castrate any state, not Kogi State.
The Sungu Senator Smart Adeyemi. Senator.
Mr. President, I would like to make a clarification. Unfortunately, what has happened here today is one of the problems that you see from social media. I never made any comment on the governor of Kogi State. Never. I have not made any comment. What has happened is what we see going on today. People write something and tag your name to it. And if you don't ask questions, you will not know whether you actually said it or not. And I see so many things like that tagged to me, but I don't talk. The last time I saw Nuhuru Badu, I also spoke to him. Something was tagged to his name that was very deleterious. I'm very surprised that my good friend and colleague decided to open up on the governor of Abia for something that I never said. Because when I make some statement, I make it to a newspaper or to an online medium.
Minority leader.
I take ownership.
Minority leader.
Mr. President, it's necessary that we clear the air.
I think the air is cleared now. It's not fouled. Or if it was deodorized. So you can just address the motion, please.
I will address the motion and ask my very good friend that he owes an apology to the governor of Abia for the very bad statements made that had no basis. I can go ahead too to make only 2 comments on the motion. The Safe School Initiative, when it was started, there was also a budgetary provision for it. A couple of $1 million. And I would have expected my very good friend, Stephen, while supporting his motion, that he will have dug into what happened to the funds that were brought out for the Safe School Initiative. Maybe at the time that we are going to consider all the resolutions that are going to follow this motion, we may now add that a joint committee within this Senate may be set up to investigate what happened to those money, because it came to about $2 billion naira for that Safe School Initiative. I want to commend Stephen for doing this. It is necessary for each and every one of us to be concerned when we saw the pictures of the state of the school in Kagara. There was no perimeter fencing. There was no such thing to protect these children. And the reason for the Safe School Initiative was to make sure that they have this kind of protection. And I dare say, finally, Mr. President, if we don't do these investigations, if we don't find what happened in all these things, people will continue to run away with state funds and we won't know what to do about it. I so submit.
Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadeja. Somebody raised a point of order. Please, who is going to read 53:7? Okay, I will read it myself. It shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language. Urge the federal government to collaborate with various state governments in order to restore, revive, and revalidate the Safe School Initiative in Nigeria. Those in favor of prayer 1 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.